What's up, YouTube? I just got my axle seal in today. I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I ended up filling up the transmission in the last video. And I want to say I mentioned it in the last video anyways. And then we're also going to be filling up the transfer case as well, and possibly the motor with oil as well. It just depends on if this axle seal goes smooth, the installation goes smooth or not. If it goes smooth, we'll run down to AutoZone, pick up some more oil, fill the transmission back up, make sure it's not leaking anymore. I might have enough oil. I don't know. It's quite a bit on the ground. These take like almost 2.5 quarts. It's like 2.3, I believe, for the manual transmissions. So unfortunately, this is the best angle I could get where you can actually see the axle seal. So bear with me. Okay, so I don't know what happened. My camera shut off. If you guys ever struggle getting axle seals out, this is how I do it. I stick the top in, that top of the, oh my God, channel locks, right? And then a lot of times you can get pressure on both ends. One of them is gonna be harder to push than the other. Usually it's the top one of the channel locks if you're using the top of the channel locks, really. The top handle, and then what you do is you just basically stick it up this way and then you're prying that way, but you want to be sure that you're only using the tip of the channel lock, because you don't want to risk scratching the interior surface of that axle, of where that axle seal goes. And I've used that just about every time to get any axle seals out. It always works. It never leaves a mark if you do it right. This axle seal was in there like a motherfucker. So this is the bottom. You could tell that for some reason up underneath here it was all chewed up, and it was just leaking out of there. We got the new one here, and I'm gonna clean it up a little bit because I got some dirt on it and some oil. We're gonna have to drain it. Okay, there's really no good angle to get in there to show you me installing the axle seal, because you're literally just gonna see this. But I went down to AutoZone and purchased, well, rented this little axle seal race seal installer tool. It was like 75 bucks. You pick the size that you need, screw it on at the end with this bolt, and you give it a whack. A little tip for anybody that might be struggling in terms of like the length not quite being there. I have a 13, 16, or a 21 millimeter, kind of like whatever you consider this socket. It's kind of like a spark plug socket, I believe. And then I had this like little extension here, which you don't have to have that, but this fits perfectly and gives me just the right amount of angle or extension to be able to hit this with my hammer, my sledge sideways. So I held that up there, and then I came in with the sledge this way and was pounding it that way, basically. I'm trying to give you guys a close-up here. It's in there pretty flush as I could get it. It might be off just a hair on one side, but I mean, really, you can't even tell. Whoa. Damn, almost broke my phone. Yeah, hopefully this solves our leak. It definitely should. It definitely wasn't leaking anywhere else on the transmission, so I think the seals on the other side are good. Right now we're gonna try and get this axle back in. I don't know. It's kind of stressful. Last time I had to get this whole hub, this whole thing back up here on this little nipple. It was a pain in my ass. Don't tell the kids I said that word. Bad word, I know. People walking their dog or something, I don't know. What the heck's on my chin? I got crap on my chin. This was not fun. Installing axle seals is never fun. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I can't stand it. Especially without the right tools. Definitely sucks. Also, I want to show you something. Puppy out. This thing, there's like, look at that. It's dry. That looks brand new almost. There's nothing in there. There's no grease anywhere. Whoever did this ball joint, or yeah, unless it looks new. That looks like new. Yeah, that's gotta be a new ball joint. Whoever did that didn't fill it up with grease. Just destroying this car. Okay, this whole guy doesn't seem too loose at all. Oh my gosh, I'm not even in the camera. I'm in the light, but I'm not in the camera. All right, this clip looks good. It's not too loose, it's not, you know. Anyways, let's make sure there's no dirt. Looking good. All right, so I like to just kind of swing her. That sounded iffy. What the fuck am I doing? Up, in, and around. What am I doing? Come on, there we go. Just getting a little stuck, I guess. Just give her a little wiggle. Wiggle. A little bit of a better angle for you guys, I think. I don't know, I'm just guessing. All right, I think I got this guy out in like, I think I got it out in like 10 minutes, but putting it back is never the same. And I gotta figure out, I think we just kind of wiggled and bent shit. You hanky panky. These axle boots are for sure gonna be toast by the time I'm done with them. There we go. Just kind of wiggle that puppy over here. Twist. There we go. Oh, screw the axle nut on. Just crank this puppy. She gets snug. Oh, fuck. You gotta be shitting me. Okay, we gotta try to finish this because food's done. And I'm ready to go eat. Shit gonna piss me off. Back of us. Beautiful. She went right through the hole. Yeah, yeah. How are we gonna get this axle in? She don't wanna go in. Fucking. To give her one good smack. Jack her up. Damn right. Never had an axle do that before. Well, that's why. Sciamento. We're gonna figure it out later. We filled up the transfer case with Royal Purple, 75-140. Using a thicker oil because there's a lot of wear, and that was recommended. I mean, I think what 75-90 is like the other one that you can use. This is the one I'm going with just because of the worn bearings and, or not bearings, but, or yeah, no, it is bearings, never mind. The worn bearings and shit like that. Transmission and the transfer case, I did fill it up. The transfer case only takes like about half a quart, and about same with the rear. And we are just finished up right about almost 4.5 quarts exactly. Might be shy by like the slightest bit, but who gives a shit? If you don't clean your funnels out, what are you doing? Damn, it's got oil all over. Look at that. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. This is the mess I'm dealing with down here. Now really quick, I just want to make sure this oil filter, everything about this like oil cooler housing right here, or the oil filter housing, was leaking a bunch. So I just want to make sure that we're not leaking at all. Honestly, everything looks great down here since I filled up all the oil. I am nervous to get her started though. But everything's pretty much ready to go. The battery's plugged. The battery's still charged. I was surprised. I don't know. Every time I've ever taken a battery off of a car, it just dies. Like, and I have to go and use the jump box, which I may or may not have enough juice to jump it or to start it. But I have enough juice to turn the lights on. The lights work. The fuel pump primes. Everything in the works like it should, with just the battery plugged in. Also, I just did new grounds. Let me show you. I did do these new, whatever you call them, connectors, fittings, new fittings on here, and I heat shrinked them. This sucker's, it's on there. It ain't moving. It's in way better shape. This is basically what I was working with before. It's fraying. The one up here, I don't know if I still have that piece I do right here. This is what it looked like before. And this is the one that was connected on the wall, and it was wobbly, wiggly, loose, and everything. Like, it was just ready to fall off, which is an issue that we were having with this car, was that it was just very intermittent and wanting to start. And I'm almost thinking it was probably because of this, and possibly among the starter as well, or along with the starter as well. I don't know if I'll start it today. I want somebody up here to be able to watch down here while I start it. That's worrisome. I'm gonna try and find like maybe an AN fitting or something to just route that to the hard line. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I don't really know where everything is at, but I want to say this is all of it. So this guy connects something like that. This guy connects down to the turbo. I don't know if you guys can see that. This thing is fucking massive. We have a miscellaneous hose. Well, this ain't good. Hold on a second. Where is that hose at? Because I don't have an extra hose just dangling around. So we've got this guy. This goes straight up there. I'm like 99% sure. This guy, I don't know. Let me figure out how to get these up out of my way. Okay, well, I don't like that. I don't know. It doesn't connect to this. I am not familiar with these cars, so I have no idea where that hose might be or where it might go to. What's up, guys? We are back in the garage today. It is now Wednesday, currently the day that I was planning on starting the car. We have everything bolted up, ready to go. The only thing I'm waiting on is my throttle cable. It's the non-cruise control throttle cable, which I had ordered from STM originally. They wanted to take a month to ship it, so I said cancel my order, give me my money back, and I ordered it from Summit Racing, and it should be here in like a day or two. So much better option there. If you need one from STM tuned, they might have mine there, so just, yeah, if you order it, you might get better, better luck than I do. Otherwise, I would recommend Summit Racing. They shipped it out in like 2 days after ordering it. So yeah, anyways, I was just checking under here for any leaks, which I know it's hard to tell, but honestly, everything looks great down here. Everything looks dry. So we're gonna be doing the first start today. I'm hoping this doesn't make too much of an issue, but we'll find out. We're gonna need a jump pack, I think.